konnichiwa. Today I am going over the new lesson, but within the same unit, which is Unit 7, and it is titled Machi. So lesson 13 we finished. Lesson 14 is the one that I'm about to begin explaining. What was Machi for the unit topic? If you remember, Machi, that is town. So in a typical Japanese town, you would see something kind of similar. These are cute illustration, but in there is konbini, there is hospital. This looks like a supermarket, school. There's library. There is some kind of an office building, tall building, shoe store, donut shop, ice cream shop, cafe, dorayaki shop. That's where I want to go. This is fire station, and they're like factories and pharmacy and whatnot. What else? All kinds of different things are listed here. And some of the stuff you may see, there's river, there are parks, just so many things. So not only knowing or learning about these specific building names, we want to know something like brand new library or big school, tall building, old building, I don't know. So all of these things, you are going to learn how to combine adjective words with building name. So this is not just for the town purpose. You are going to apply this knowledge so you can combine the adjective words with noun. Let's get started. So let's review some of the adjective words that we learned so far. So we know there are two types of adjectives, right? I'm already showing the first one. It's E adjective. E adjective group, 100%, no exception, always ends with, guess what? E. Na adjective, however, it doesn't actually end most of the time with a na. There is a hidden na adjective behind most of the adjective, na adjective. Okay, so I'll just kind of talk about it later. E adjective, let's go over what we learned so far. Some of the kanji are also included. Oki, don't forget these. Chisai, small. Oishii, mazui, yasui, akarui. Atarashi, this is a very difficult kanji for you to memorize, but I don't want you to forget because we use this so many times. Shinbun, shinkansen, yeah. Furui, this is a hantai from atarashi. Hiroi, semai, isogashii, osoi, hayai, and chikai, toi, kitanai. These red letter E adjective words are the newer ones that we just started to learn. Chikai, toi are the distance, and kitanai is a condition of cleanliness. This means basically dirty. Now, na adjective, remember we went over 好きです、嫌いです、大丈夫、ダメ、便利、不便、有名、きれい、静か、賑やか。Out of this, I want you to pay attention. There are some fakers. It ends with い、嫌い, I hate, but it's actually a na adjective. There's another faker. 有名, famous. Remember, this is い ending, but it's not adjective. There's another one. Which one is this? Yes, kire. So similar to kirai. Kire is pretty or beautiful. That is na adjective. So be careful. Now, when we want to combine E adjective or na adjective with noun, there are two different adjectives, so two different rules actually. So, E adjective. Let's use the E adjective and say expensive watch, like Rolex. Yeah? To say that, what was expensive? Takai. What was watch? Toke. So, the rule for E adjective is super simple. You just combine adjective word, and the noun word. So, what was expensive again? 高い時計. That's it. There's nothing in between. You don't need to change the form of AE ending, just as it is. 高い時計. Do you have 高い時計? I don't. Now, let's move on to the na adjective. Na adjective is you are going to have to kind of get the hidden na pop out. So, to say beautiful girl, pretty girl, same thing. You are going to say something na noun. So, beautiful, pretty was kirei, right? So, kirei is one of those fakers that ends with a e. You are going to add the na. So, kirei na girl, 女の子. Got it? kirei na 女の子. Don't you please make a mistake saying 嫌いな女の子. That means girl that you don't like. The girl that you hate. That's not good. Okay, それでは let's go over a few more things that you are going to use in this unit because we're talking about town, 町. So, 低い. Basically, we're talking about the height of a building. So, 低いビル building. Nothing goes in there because it's e adjective. 有名 famous again. 博物館 what's 博物館? Museum. Now, because it's an adjective, you're going to have to, that's right, add the na. 大きい I didn't use a kanji here, but don't forget to write the 大きい kanji. Hospital. Do you remember hospital? We say 病院 hospital, but in Japanese, hospital literally means clinic. So, e adjective, nothing goes in here. Temple, お寺. And old temple, to say old temple, there are tons of old temple in Japan. Nothing goes in there because it's e adjective. きれい. What's きれい again? Pretty. Beautiful. Department store. There are lots of beautiful department stores. So, デパート is department store. Of course, this is one of those fakers. You're going to have to add the na to say きれいなデパート. Got it? Let's go to practice some more. So this is like an old house. How do we say this? 古い家. This is a small station. 小さい駅. This is konbini, convenience store. Let's say this is brand new. It doesn't look like brand new, but we'll just kind of make it like that. 新しいコンビニ. This is a famous department called Seibu. So we want to say famous department store. 有名なデパート. Let's say this is a beautiful temple. So きれいなお寺. So notice all this na adjective. You are popping out this hidden na. So I just wanted to kind of show you actual sample of using this kind of thing. So these are Google's, new logos comparing to old logos. Did you know Google evolving like this? At one point, there was an exclamation mark. This is a little bit older. I think that today's Google logo is much more, different. Okay, so this is the Apple computer original logo when Steve Jobs, I think, was working in his garage. Yeah, so 古い logo. Interesting, yeah, this is Apple with the Newton and everything. 新しい logo. It never changed, so this one is same. But this is before the Apple became, I guess, like a huge corporation. Now, let's review some of the location-related phrases. So, certain location. Ni, this is a location of existence. Landmark, some type of building. Ga arimasu. So this is the kind of explanation, description of a town. Like in certain town, there is something. Like Waikiki in Hawaii, there's a town called Waikiki. Waikiki ni 動物園があります。Yes, there's a tiny zoo called Waikiki Zoo. Same thing, but this time we want to negate the ending, negative ending. So, カネオヘに動物園はありません。This is a smaller town in the windward side of Oahu Island called カネオヘ。カネオヘには動物園はありません。So when there's a negative ending, remember we change the ga existence particle to wa. Let's try with your partners or anybody who is around. Certain town に certain adjective item があります。I want you to come up with a few sentences like this. Hawaii kai, this is where I live. 大きいコストコ. This is a katakana word for Costco. コストコがあります。So this is a affirmative ending. Now we want to negate. Okay, so I'm going to use the same town. My town, Hawaii kai に韓国のレストランはありません。There's like a takeout fast food restaurant for Korean food, barbecue, but I would not dare call that a Korean restaurant. So, 韓国のレストランはありません。I am waiting for a Korean, authentic Korean restaurant to open up in Hawaii Kai, but I don't know when that happens. I will be so happy when it does happen. All right, let's do something more. コンビニ. I keep using this 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven in Japan is awesome. There are 7-Eleven stores in Hawaii because, So we get to buy some Japanese snacks and stuff, but nothing compared to the real Japanese 7-Eleven. So there is nothing else around. Let's say, oops, who is this guy? So to say this person, トランプさんはどこですか? So all you can use is this as a reference, right? There's just one コンビニ. To say, Mr. Trump is in front of, inside, behind, whatever it is. Remember this? Reference point, no. Position word, ni. I want you to remember this. So we had 箱, box, 棚, bookshelf, 家, house, 駅, station, department store, 銀行, bank, 喫茶店, coffee shop. Position word, let's remember 前, 中, 近く, 隣, 後ろ, 右, 左. These are right and left. So these are brand new. 近く instead of 近い, this is a noun word. So 上, 下. So go ahead and write this down. These are really important to describe Mr. Trump's position. So トランプさんは What is a reference point? コンビニ。Yeah, コンビニの中 or 後ろ behind 隣 or next to 横前近くにいます。Even though I don't know if he's a human being, but he is, so we have to say います。Yeah? So トランプさんはコンビニの whichever the position. This is a reference point. This is a position word. Let's change the reference point to Obama-san. Now, if you notice, I got rid of naka because you cannot be inside Obama-san, right? So it's only, so it's only 後ろ、隣、前、近く. Now, let's use a Starbucks. It's almost like a Starbucks. It's almost like a Japanese convenience. They're everywhere in Japan, in America. So Starbucks, Staba. Japanese word for Starbucks is Staba. Staba は something reference point のポジションにあります。Like this. I am showing this again to just kind of remind you. Reference point can be anything, like a landmark, position, don't forget. So, let's say this dog is in the box. To say 犬は箱 is a reference point. 中 is a position. Yeah? If you just want to say 箱 is箱の this whole position, the place is a more of a topic. 箱の中 is where the dog exists. So you're saying the same thing, but the sentence order is slightly different. Now, Starbucks, pretty much every single airport has Starbucks, yeah? So, how do you say 空港 inside the 空港 airport? There's Starbucks. 空港 is a reference point. の中 position, スタバ is a Starbucks. Same thing happens. Same thing, you can say スタバ. Where is Starbucks? Oh, スタバは空港の中にあります。So that is all for today's video. Go ahead and review because we went over a lot of, not the new thing, more of a review kind of a content. さよなら。